Hello, everybody. Welcome back to EU4 multiplayer featuring yours truly, but it's Sir Bob on Ben, Magnus, Ultra Hill, and Mordred. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
Let the shenanigans continue.
Yeah, shenanigans. The next person who says shenanigans is getting pistol whipped.
Hey, Farva.
What's that place you like to go to with all the goofy shit on the wall? You eat shenanigans? It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Surprisingly, a reference I got. Yay. Me and Mojo were saying, like, how many of those references do you not get? It's like, so many.
All of them. All of them.
I get a good deal. I get a fair amount, but there's a lot of them I don't. I haven't seen enough movies, I think. That's my real problem.
Well, how old are you?
25.
25. So you're only 5 years younger than Bob and I, and somehow you managed to, like, miss an entire, like, decade of movies that, that like, me and Bob grew up on.
Well, I'm the youngest here, so maybe that's why.
This is interesting. I've never gotten this event before.
What's the event?
It's a long one.
Ooh. Go on, read it.
Mary Reed, the pirate sloop Revenge with Calico Jack Rackham as captain, held a rum party when the pirate hunter Captain Jonathan Barnett disabled the ship with a volley of fire. The crew fled or were too drunk to fight, leaving Mary Reed and Anne Bonny to fend off Barnett's troops. They were overcome and Rackham surrendered. They were all arrested and sentenced to hang for acts of piracy. The two women pleaded the belly, which granted them a temporary mercy until their children were born. Mary Reed told us of her life before she joined Rackham and Bonny, born an illegitimate child to the widow of a sea captain. Her mother disguised her as a boy and called her Mark to receive money from... Is this because I'm pirating? I get this?
Probably.
Yeah, it is.
When she became a teenager, she first found work as a footboy and then took employment on a ship. Still dressed as a man, she joined the British military, proved herself after falling in love with... What are my choices here? So I got an admiral that can be 5230, or I get 50 admin power.
She's a really good admiral.
Take the admiral. That's pretty good. Yeah, she's a cool historical character. Very cool indeed.
Put it in this fleet right here, and then declare war on the trade war on the Dutch.
Oh! Speaking of trade wars, it's kind of related, and actually it's relevant to all of us here. Apparently, in the new expansion, Third Rome, blockading causes devastation. So
yes, I know.
Really with people.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a really useful reason to actually blockade people.
Yep. And now Ming will actually be destroyable.
Well, blockading is still really useful for driving up the war exhaustion.
Well, now it does both.
Now it does devastation, and mandate is influenced by devastation. So, oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I tend to play naval powers, and some navies are actually really useful. Yay!
Anything they could do to make Navy give more use to Navy. Navies are great and all, but a lot of times, like, you could go through entire games with never actually fighting a naval battle.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of naval battles, in about 2 months, I can actually do something. Yay!
Wait, where are you able to do anything right now?
You will see in a moment.
Bro, chill. Chill out,
please.
The
speculation grow.
I don't think Venice has done anything untoward like the Dutch so far.
I'll say the last solid interaction between Venice and the Dutch are when the Dutch, like, hosed Venice.
No, I've been giving him ducats every now and then.
You've been accepting filth. Wait. If I remember correctly, you gave him 100, and then I showed you up by giving him like 1,000.
All right, hang the fuck on right now. The almighty Druby treasure fleet arrived. It brought 11 ducats. Hostile privateers made us lose 89. Oh my god, Milan, please.
Milan
in St. Lawrence, and Portugal and Cuba in Chesapeake. I have lost 90% of my treasure fleet. There's like nothing I can do. That is not cool.
The Ottomans have just screwed me.
What'd they do?
What'd they do?
Because I'm warned, I can't do the thing that I was going to do, so I've just spent about a year moving my fleets and armies into position. I'm like, oh, Ottomans will intervene. Crap.
I mean, they're at war right now. Well, they're not fighting anybody consequential. I mean, we could just, like, fight the Ottomans.
That's true. I mean, we do have imperialism CBs now, which is super powerful.
Oh. I want some mead.
You want some mead or
would be
meat?
good.
Mead.
As in Viking juice.
Viking juice.
Oh, man.
I will be right back. Keep going.
That is nasty.
All
Do you think
right.
it's hard to make? I watched the video to make it. It doesn't look too bad, but I don't think I have the parts.
What,
So we didn't do
honey?
it. Just honey and water. No, you need like the filtration system. You need like the tanks and a way to move it between tanks.
What, cups?
I don't want to make like a cup of mead. Like 3 months of fermentation for like a small tablespoon of mead. So worth.
I had some pasta in the oven I needed to take out.
I'll allow it.
Oh, I'm disappointed now. I've been planning my expansion for so long and I can't freaking fight them.
What's wrong, Bob?
What did you do? Is it against me? Because it usually is.
It is. It is
Oh, for
against you.
fuck's sake.
My colonial nation of Cuba is pirating the Netherlands.
Have you not noticed this? They've been doing this for over 100 years.
That's probably who it is. That's been taking the stuff with my silver pen. It's Cuba.
Yeah, no, Cuba's been doing that for like 1 billion years. It's
Oh,
awful.
that's amazing.
It's the worst thing in the world. It's fucking terrible.
Do warnings ever run out?
Yes.
Yes.
There is a.
20
I
years.
believe if you go to the more in-depth Diplo page, it will actually show you exactly the date it will run out.
But I just went to the sending hunting pirates. Sorry, man. I sent hunting pirates, and I was clicking on the nodes, and you know that they'll come up with the flag of the person who owns the majority share. It was pirates. Pirates own the
Big skull.
majority.
The things with warning is generally if you get a warning, when it like the day after it expires, whoever warned you, a lot of times will just warn you again. So you
Yeah.
have to be sitting, if you're waiting for something, you have to be sitting there on the button waiting for it to happen, or they'll just warn you the second it expires.
Yeah. No worries.
So I had that before in a series I recorded that lasted 3 episodes because I was it was when Cossacks came out. And I was playing up there, and the second the game started, Ming threatened me or warned me, and then so I just sat there for 3 episodes waiting for it to expire, and then they warned me again the day it expired. I was like, okay, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna sit here for hour after hour just waiting.
I really wish I didn't have colonial nations.
Why? I thought you were all
I
about
like them,
the
but the thing
colonies.
is, well, in terms of naval power, I'm a massive, strong naval power, but because you guys have conquered more stuff that's not colonies, you get higher naval force limit, whereas I haven't done that, and I can't because of the ridiculous amounts of death everywhere.
Have you built up all of the provinces with
I have done
the
this,
plus
yes, but
4 to
it's still,
ships?
you guys have about 100 more force limit than me.
Maybe you should
So-
put some ideas into naval stuff.
I've already done that, but when you can only boost up so much,
Yeah, you already have maritime. That's the main one.
Yeah.
Did I take maritime? I think I took maritime. I took maritime.
What? Pasai is allied to the Ottomans. Why? Why are the Ottomans allied Pasai?
Probably because you have territory that borders them.
I don't. Oh, I do. No, I don't. Yes.
The Ottomans don't like you. Pasai doesn't like you, so you're not even my enemy. The AI is really good at doing that, like immediately finding the person who is going to be a good ally for them and allying, just because it's the AI.
Shit. I just want peace among worlds.
You keep saying that, but you're like the largest warmonger
Is
of
that
all
a
of
Rick
us.
and Morty reference?
He was, yeah. Thank you.
Peace among worlds. Blow me. No, blow me.
Conversion successful.
No, that's the same episode.
No, blow me was the one where he goes to the Council of Ricks. He's speaking to his other Rick. Peace Among Worlds is the one where he's the world within his car battery.
No, yeah, the one with the car battery is the one where it's, he taught them that blow me means, like, hey, how's it go? It's a greeting.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm confusing that with fuck me. No, fuck you. That's the one. Yeah. And he talks to the other Rick from another universe.
Much
My bad.
obliged.
I just got Rick and Morty schooled. Damn.
I
I
actually
have never
found Rick and Morty when my wife and I were road tripping through California for our anniversary, a wedding anniversary.
Cool.
And we stopped in a motel. It's just like we're just like flipping through the channels because we're tired, we're exhausted, we just want to chill. And it's just like, oh, what's this? Rick and Morty. Oh, okay, let's watch this. And then we were like hooked. It was just like, we need to find more of this.
Season 3 soon. TM.
I am a big fan of Archer myself.
It dropped off for me. I just got tired. I got tired of it being stupid. I liked it when it was clever. Now it's just like silly situations. Okay, cool.
What's our next war, Ben? What's our next conflict?
Well, I've been
cool.
warring in Africa.
Be cool.
Alone for a while, so I'm thinking that maybe a
Cool.
continental thing might need to be thinged.
Be cool.
It's like France.
Yeah,
I could join France if you were interested.
I'll join.
because France does own some of the Genoa trade node, including an inland center of trade and some coastline that I feel would be better used if it were mine.
Venice agrees.
I wouldn't mind some of France's territories that I own cores on.
I just want money. Wait, who's France allied with? They're allied with someone I want. I want Hungary territory and I want Tyrol territory.
I'm allied to Hungary.
Well, that seems like it's a whole lot of your problem.
Okay.
You've got a coalition against you.
Okay.
Well,
Still.
if you guys allied me, I could join in the war against France.
Well, you
I
could join, but you couldn't take any
really like
land
wiping
without
Russia.
the coalition getting bigger and firing.
It's actually going down. It's actually going down quite slowly. I don't mind. I'm assuming you'll do this in the next few years. So. Yeah, I'll be cool. Don't worry. Don't worry about me.
Be cool, be cool.
Don't worry, Ben won't.
Yeah, I'm not terribly concerned.
What did I do? Oh yeah.
I'm glad you corrected yourself there.
What have I done to deserve this?
Everything.
Oh yeah. The death.
All the things.
Well, there was the you know, like lopsided a war participation, insults, challenging me to a ducat fight.
A friendly discussion about income levels. Honestly.
Challenge to a ducat fight, like I said.
Oh yeah, in America, it's not cool to ask how much you earn, is it?
Generally, no. That's usually seen, in most situations, that's seen as, like a rude thing to ask.
In the UK, we don't super have that, but it's still not really a discussion people have, but it's not as much.
I mean, the area I live in, everybody works for the same company, and everybody makes jack shit, so everybody knows that we all make jack shit. Although, I'd quit that company, so that doesn't really apply to me anymore, but... But being a YouTuber, you could go on like Social Blade and look up anybody's like estimated income from the adverts,
Yep.
which are generally generally not accurate at all on the low or the high end.
Yeah, it's usually kind of mid up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what mine is.
How much do I make? You can just look at your analytics.
Well, I want to see how correct it is.
What do you feel about a French expedition, Bob?
I
like
would
to
feel
be a
good
part of
about
this.
that until once I'm done with the insurrection in Slave Island, I will be apt for it.
It is very wildly off.
Social Blade
I
makes
guess-
a lot of guesses.
Mm-hmm.
It says anywhere from 8 to 129 a month. I mean,
Then
I
you
guess that's
Probably fall in the middle of that somewhere.
a quarter of the way in, or third of the way in. Actually, I actually haven't looked for a while.
I honestly don't look at my stats that often, just because I found it healthier
Ooh,
for my... I think it's better for my mental health if I don't obsess over stats.
Oh man, I used to obsess about them, like tracing them every single day. In fact, multiple times a day, just refresh.
Yeah, I used to do that too. Like, oh, okay, I got this many views in the first half of the day, this many views in the second half of the day, and I was it really got to me. Like if there'd be the slightest like dip in statistics, and then it was really hard to break like that addiction of checking all the time. But now I look maybe once a week to look at how that week did.
Yeah. Am I about to go hungry this week?
No, that's not. No, I'm not. There would have to be an extreme situation. I made sure that I was stable before quitting my job.
Yeah, anybody who's thinking about doing YouTube, make sure you've got a good
the cushion,
a good economic base first proceed from.
Yeah,
it's not.
I made double sure that everything was cool. Everything was going to be fine, even if something happened. Like the advertiser pullout from YouTube, which sucked, but it's not putting me in the poorhouse.
That really actually didn't affect me.
No, I wish it didn't affect me.
My income.
Yeah, I'm feeling it now. I said at the beginning it didn't, but now I've seen the dip.
I tweeted out a picture of my my graph for the last quarter. Without any of the numbers on it, actually, and you could see the normal, like 2 normal monthly cycles, like up and then down a little, then up and then down a little, and then you just see down, level out. It's like, okay, that's the ad pullout right there.
Build the ships.
Thankfully, plug, Patreon helps out with that a lot because that's something that's usually pretty stable.
I'm actually super impressed with Patreon.
How you doing now with yours?
It hasn't increased at all in the last month or so, but like it's made up the deficit that I was losing.
I found that a lot of people are willing to donate. They're just not aware it's a thing that exists. Like usually, maybe like once a quarter, I'll go full shill mode and be like, "Hey, give me money." And a lot of times people I'll get comments or messages through Patreon and people are like, "Hey, I didn't know this was a thing. I really appreciate the work. Here's a couple bucks."
That's cool.
I should do more. I need to put out my proper video. I still haven't finished it yet because all my hairs. I basically recorded it, but it's not finished. But I did record it like 2 months ago, so my hair and my beard are completely different. So I now have to just re-record all of it because it's not complete.
I really love that I took land from Mali and Yeo, rebels fired, and then crossed into Mali and Yeo's land. We're angry. Okay, I didn't do it. Does Mali have any gold? I don't think I have a single gold mine.
Mali should have quite a lot, shouldn't they? Yeah, Mali has 3.
I had one, then it was stolen from me.
Oh yeah, by Tyrrell.
Of course, you did.
Or really by the Dutch, if we want to get technical.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I do want to get technical. I do want to get technical.
It's important to be like very punctual or very precise about these things.
Now that I know Mali has those gold mines, I want to take them.
Was it like a Malini king that Malini?
Mansa Musa.
Where he just like started. He went like on a journey and just like gave gold to a bunch of people.
I think he went on
like
it was a pilgrimage to Mecca.
Yeah, I think he went on his Hajj to Mecca and brought so much gold along the way and gave so much of it out that it tanked the economy of like every culture that he passed through.
On the way back, actually, he fixed it. On the way back, he took out loans equal to the amount that it was, and then went through it to try and deal with it. He took out.
You know that gold I gave you? I need it back.
Because it was all kind of gone, but he worked out the inflationary equivalent of the amount he'd spent and took out debt to that level. So in a way, he left each town poorer and poorer, but it wasn't like real debt because he was not necessarily ever going to not going to pay it back anytime soon. But
gonna build a wall and we're gonna make the Malians pay for it.
You're gonna pay for it, all right?
I'll pay for it. I got money.
So back to this beating up the France thing. Can I be included in the alliance?
Complete silence.
Well, here's how I see it. right? I am currently sowing a lot of trade around the world, and a lot of my trade that does enter Sevilla, a good chunk of it flows into Genoa. And the way I'm seeing the relationship work out is that I am funneling trade into Europe that Milan is getting a big chunk of in return for their military support, which frankly, they have a better military than me. So I think it's up to Milan if there's going to be any other diplomatic workings out.
What's in it for us? If what do we gain from an alliance with you against France?
Okay, one, I gain no.
Okay. Right off the bat. Right off the bat.
No.
I see an issue with your thesis statement.
One, France will invariably just try and beat the crap out of me and stack wipe me because their armies are very close to me anyway.
We all share borders with France.
No, but I can see their armies. They're near me. They would invade me first. Two.
So you're saying you're claiming the midge factor.
Yes, I'm claiming the midge factor, exactly. Two, I could provide valuable additional naval and military support in the northern part of France. I could rush the capital.
Could you? I see forts.
Rush is a relative term. Three, I would be very grateful. And four, I would pay you ducats.
How many?
2,000.
Each.
1,000. I'm not that rich. What
Well,
say
Venice
you, great lord?
Venice can certainly be bought. I'll
Condor.
say that.
The beacons are lit. Condor calls for aid.
Cheap Italian whore.
It's not like I have much going for me except money.
So you're saying you don't want any land out of this?
Oh no, that's the whole thing. I would like some of my because I have cores on France.
Where do you have cores?
They're the territories that border me. It's like 6.
Oh, it's the Belgian ones, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually, I think it's actually one. No, it's actually not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 6.
There's a
Yeah.
bunch. Artois, Flanders.
I prefer the
Gand,
coastal ones, obviously.
Brabant.
But...
I don't have issue with weakening France.
Yes.
I don't have issues with that. I think I'd be willing to put a temporary
hiatus.
Rival of my rival is my friend situation into play.
Okay. I like this. Where this is going.
With
Go
an
on.
emphasis on the temporary.
Yes, I gathered that. Yeah. Thanks.
How did Malta get independence?
From Spain.
Like rebels.
Rebels that Spain never took care of. They also lost the northern part of Sardinia.
So go on, oh almighty Ben.
I guess the country broke because I killed them Maltese rebels.
Well, I guess.
As long as the territory is still under rebel control, there's going to be that ticking.
Yeah.
It wasn't
rebel claim thing.
I killed them before they took it.
So, who could you ally? Would you ally Portugal?
Well,
Because we can't be allies.
We could unrival each other.
I don't know if I'm willing to go that far.
It's not exactly a permanent thing.
Well, you gotta pay for that shit.
It is Diplo points out of his pocket.
Well, okay, then I could ally Portugal, and then Portugal could declare the war.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You ally with Portugal. Portugal
Alright.
declares the war. And then we give you 6 provinces at the end.
I don't think I can take 6 provinces, but yeah.
Oh, you're saying you don't want our generous offer? Okay.
No, I do.
Take what we give you.
I'm saying that'd be way too much war score.
I have
You
altered
guys-
the deal. Pray do not look further.
You wouldn't get anything from the deal if you did that.
Oh, I would get something.
That'd be like 40% of the war score.
I think that would be I think that would be more than 100% of the war score.
Yeah, so I prefer
I'm just
like
saying.
2 or 3.
I'm just saying, I would definitely get something out of that.
The Pope is dead.
When you say get something out of that, when you get something out of that, do you mean watching me crumble from aggressive expansion?
Yes.
So what you're saying is you don't actually want to help me. You want to hurt me
in a
Well,
passive way.
Well, if Bob is the one who declares this war, he's the one who's going to get the say in who gets what. And I know Bob, and he's not going to purposely destroy your nation by giving you a coalition.
I would hope not. Maybe.
I'm just saying, as if I was allied, de facto allied to a rival in a war, the second the war ended, I would be like, okay, it's time to fuck over my rival. But Bob's going to be the one in charge of this.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, don't bite me.
Hi, Bob. How you doing, Bob?
I am numerous and belligerent. Well, when do you want to do this, Ben? In Mordred?
I've got some more men in the bank now, so...
Well, I'm about to declare war on Oman, but half of my army is still in Europe.
Remember that Tyrol will be called in.
That's fine. I've built lots of
why
ports
Oman?
because I want to start pushing trade into Europe.
Well, I'm doing that right now. Are you trying to mess with my Gulf of Aden?
No, I'm trying to deny money to the Ottomans.
Ah.
Seems like he's messing with the Gulf of Aden. How does taking the Oman stop that?
Oman, as their country is inside that trade node.
No, I know, but that sounds like he's going to be moving it away from. Because at the moment, most of the trade stuff goes down south. Oh, I see. Take it and move it down south.
Well, there's two directions it goes. Either it goes around Africa, or it goes straight up into like Alexandria.
Yeah, most of it's being pushed down.
Goes around Africa, Bob gets better access to it. If it goes through the Mediterranean, all that stuff gets sucked up by Venice and Milan before it gets to Bob. No, it can't even get there.
Too late, Ottomans.
No, it could flow that way, just not much
it would
of
go.
it.
Well, the split point would be Alexandria. At that point, you're looking at either Constantinople, in which case you're having to hit 2 more nodes before it gets to Venice,
Or
Tunis. flows right into Tunis.
No, Genoa. It doesn't float it. Doesn't float it to Tunis. It goes straight to Genoa. So yeah, it wouldn't even get there.
Plus, I just want more land, and that seemed to be one of the only places I could actually attack because they had no allies.
Why are you pirating me so much, guys? Please stop the piracy. It hurts this precious.
Gotta get that. Gotta get those ducats.
Why do you need to rob me? You're rich as it is, Milan. Please,
I don't have any gold mines. I gotta get my raw gold from somewhere.
This is not cool.
I'm not pirating your home node.
You're pirating everything else, though.
Well, you complained up a storm when I was pirating Lubeck, so I moved out of there.
This is not a fair.
I fucked off to the other side of the world to get away from you.
It's like, all right, no, I'm not directly like beating you up, but I've walked away and now I'm throwing things at you. So it's fine. What's the problem? Stop complaining. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
It is actually a fairly accurate description of what's happening.
Fairly competent in ranged combat.
How much navy does France actually have?
Probably not that much. Actually, quite a lot. 44 heavies.
Wow. Surprisingly good amount.
I have 105.
But is it enough?
Well, maybe. Yes, possibly.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Don't hurt me.
I just want to live a good life, full of joy.
Okay, well, Venice is doing their work against Oman, yeah.
I love that. I love the Paradox Con. They've given everyone a copy of Stellaris.
It was the anniversary edition or something, right?
Yeah, but it's like I already got Stellaris.
Do a giveaway on your channel.
Exactly what I'm gonna do. Or I can give it to Olivia and try and get her hooked. That's an idea.
That's also a good idea. All gamers, yes.
It's like a virus. Yeah. Spread. Jesus, that was terrifying. Oh man.
Ooh, blockade efficiency plus 20%. Thank you.
Is there anything that gives me privateer efficiency?
So I have a disaster coming up here, which is court and country. which my absolutism is at 50 at 50, so I'm getting +1 because of that.
Yeah, it increases your absolutism, so you want it to fire. You want it to fire.
Oh, I do? Really?
Yeah, yeah. So when it
I
fires,
don't know. Absolutism isn't all good. If you get it above a certain, if it gets too high, other crises fire.
but the thing is that once they fire, they never fire again, and they only last 10 years. Over the rest of the game, your maximum absolutism is increased.
I've had one of those events fire, and hundreds of thousands of rebels fired in the 10-year period.
You just gotta beat them up a little bit.
It was very frustrating because it was a Pacific playthrough, and having to constantly have multiple armies and navies set up, flooding all over the world, crushing hundreds of thousands of rebels that were firing like every 4 months was really frustrating.
I don't think that's court and country. Court and country just reduces goods produced, tax, and absolutism. It doesn't actually increase rebels.
I didn't say it was that one. I said it was one of them. That was absolute. It was like have absolutism above 60 or something like that, and the thing fired.
Oh, I don't know that one. I will look it up.
I'm just going to say this right now, that you're going to have a higher opinion of us in order to be allied.
Well, I mean, you need to send diplomats to improve relations.
I'm your rival, so
Portugal.
it's not. I'm at minus
why
250, 260,
It'll be easier.
275.
It'd be easier for me to do it to you. So, because I only have minus 44. You only hate me minus 44, whereas I hate you way more. So I'll improve relations. I'll send the diplo.
I hate you more. No, I hate you more. No,
I hate you like 352. So.
Jesus, dude, what did I do?
Well, let's see.
In this recent century.
Heretic religion minus 10, rival minus 100, hostile relations minus 50. I don't like you, so I don't like you is what that means. Embargo minus 15, did covert actions minus 82, pirated us minus 100.
What did I do?
That might be all of your subject nations covert actioning me.
Yeah.
But also pirated us minus 94.
I guess that's kind of fair.
So there's all that.
That one, I suppose, is relatively fair.
I really like the hostile relations minus 50. I don't like you, so I like you less. Why can't I merge my units together?
I just got a 0001 general.
He's got some skill.
Just kill yourself.
1 in siege. Great.
Oh, so good.
Well, thank you for watching this episode of EU4 Multiplayer with all the assembled gentlemen. Make sure to go visit our Patreon pages, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff if you'd like to help out your favorite YouTuber or maybe your least favorite YouTuber in this group.
Me!
Probably me. If they like these guys.
Wow. All right. Fighting for last place. Okay. Very odd. Well, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys later.
Goodbye.